Goodall were underway just a little bit early. The game is deadlocked at 2, 6:28 to go in the opening quarter. We'll set the line up early. Valley has the basketball. The outside left to Green. Dribbling towards the top of the key, gets the pick. On the high right over to Carter Chacon. That's the lead. At the top of the three-point circle. Cross-court pass is taken over there by Drew Hubbard. Left baseline against Rosenblatt. But he stays and Rosenblatt drops the shot. And Cranston has a long pass to Jeffrey Dunker. And he'll lay it up and in. And Diggers now with a 4-2 lead. 5:57 to go in the opening quarter. Bryce Needens, Randy Baker, Kyle Rosenblatt, Jeffrey Dunker, and Trey Cranston for the B-Diggers. Jump pass down, the ball is tipped away. There's a foul. The pass is taken by Andrew Lane. It looked like Dunker made body contact on Lane. Carlos Uribe checks in for the Vikings. There's the lock. Top to Chuck Horn. Baker. Retreat towards midcourt. B-Diggers 4, the Vikings 2. Updating the first game. Barely. Hubbard. The by Dunker. Now left to the lane. In the left corner, there's Uribe with a basketball. Picks up the dribble. Back in the timeline of Jeremy Walker. Guarded over there by Needens. Bounce pass left to the free throw line for Hubbard. Bouncing cross court for Walker. Dribbles to his left. At the top of the three-point circle. Needens cuts it off as he spins towards the line. And then there's a foul on Needens. And to throw it in will be Drew Hubbard, three-quarters court with the B-Diggers up 4-2 in the opening 2 minutes and 42 seconds of the game. The bounce pass into Chacon, back to Hubbard. The right corner for Walker, dribbles to his left behind that three-point line, gets a pick one up. It off over to Walker. Walker with the basketball. Outside right, maintains the dribble. Crossover dribble. Jump pass is tipped away by Needens, taken away by Rosenblatt. Long pass to Needens in the front court. Needens with the basketball at the top for Baker. He leans, he's going to have to back it out to Needens. Takes the straight, dribbles to his left. Now back out to Brown. At the top for Baker. Baker in the right corner for Rosenblatt. 3:40 to go in the opening quarter. Plus 7 Valley 2. Right corner for Baker. Baker puts up a 15-footer. 7 points. And now the B-Diggers lead by a score of 9-2. 3:25 to go, first quarter. Rush was down 2-0 initially. With the basketball at the top is Andrew Lane. Lane against Nichols on the outside right to Walker behind that three-point line. Picked up by Bryce Needens, dribbling to his right. Walker maintains the dribble, back to the top. And we've got a timeout. Timeout called over there by the Vikings. And we'll keep it right here. Before your next picture, Peter Purchase supported MMI Design, Craftsmanship, and Service at MMI International. They continually outperform their competitors, hands down, calls 8-2, 51-51. That's MMI International. Now, the B-Diggers are playing the type of offense they're certainly capable of. And defensively as well. All right, it'll be Valley basketball, 9-2 Brush, 3:08 to go in the opening quarter. And to throw it in will be Drew Hubbard. Picked up by Chase Brown, right there. Hubbard lobs it over the head of Andrew Lane out of bounds into the seats. And that is turnover number 3 for Valley. Throw it in. Bryce Needens. Needens over to Baker. Here's Baker right in the free throw line in the lane. Scoops it up off the glass with the and the ball is put back over there by Chacon. Chacon the other way, but we have a foul on the back court. The B-Diggers are committed to the foul. That's going to be on Needens. Second personal. Again, you know what? So far away from the basket. Thank you, man. Another game this season. Vikings the other way. Chaco with the basketball, bounce pass towards Lane, free throw line, cross for Chaco, and he'll take the right wing free throw. Valley's 0-2 in the Patriot League, but they lost by 8 to University and 3 to Eaton, so a very competitive game. Garcia into the game, that's Austin Garcia for Brush. Over to Jake Brown, right corner for Garcia, dribbles to his left. Guarded over there by Jeremy Walker, setting up the beat bigger offense. Cross court to Baker, 2:25 to go opening quarter. Rush leading Valley 9-5. Garcia behind the three-point line, jump pass inside, tipped the right loose of the floor, and it's intercepted by the Vikings as Andrew Lane. Here comes Valley the other way. Carter Chacon retreats towards the timeline, picked up by Baker. Bounce pass to his right, tipped away by Baker, but taken over there by Hubbard, dribbling right baseline, then he's fouled by Ben Mickey. And the Haymakers now a little bit too aggressive defensively. That's 5 team fouls already here in the opening quarter. 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go. The end of this quarter. And to throw it in will be Hubbard. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds. The Haymakers will take it. Turnover number 4. For Valley. Easy to throw it in. Rush 9, Valley 5. We have an even 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter for Gilchrist. John Beltran with Jen Goodall. Garcia on the outside right to Brown. Brown guarded by Uribe. Back to Garcia. On the outside left to Baker. Fakes the three. Looks to his right. Takes a dribble. He's going to feed Mickey in the right corner. Back to Baker. Baker at the top. Cross court to Garcia. Garcia with the basketball. Cross court to Baker. Left of the lane. Baker on the left baseline. Has to back it out. That's to Nichols. In the left corner here is Baker to his right. Takes a dribble. At the top now for Garcia. The Beavers being very patient. They're taking up 30 seconds on this possession. On the outside right to Mickey. On the right corner for Brown. Down low for Nichols. Right baseline. Stripped away. And it's intercepted by Valley. Up on the basketball. On the outside left against Jacob Nichols. Fifth corner and Nichols commits a foul. That's 16 fouls in the Beavers. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of these are just careless fouls by Brush. Well away from the basket. And nothing is going to shoot.
That's the last watching those are big keys to return and Walker. Triple try. On the offense.
All right, Drew Hubbard to throw it in 3/4 court for the Vikings. Still looking. Bounce pass to the left corner for Lane. Guarded by Nichols. Dribbling to his right with a minute 15 to go in the first. The beat to the first. Walker against Brown. Trading towards the timeline on the outside right with the basketball. Uribe against Garcia at the top of the lane. Looks like a wide open three and it's in and out. And the one-handed rebound is controlled by Jake Brown. Actually up to deflection. Garcia with less than a minute to go at the top of the three-point circle with the basketball. He'll take the three, and then it's off to the right and short. And a big strong two-handed rebound by Andrew Lane. There's the outlet to Chacon. Chacon on the outside right for scored wide open to Hubbard. Three, yes. He nails the triple. It was a 9-0 beat to the run. Now it's a 6-0 Valley run. Rush 9, Valley 8. 35 seconds to go. Here in the opening quarter. Garcia retreats towards the timeline. Garcia with the basketball. Maintains that dribble. Back out to Baker. The Beatniggers might be looking for the final shot of the opening quarter, up by 1. We are down to 18 seconds to go. Garcia the high right. Walker will sag defensively. Back out to Baker. Baker at the top. He's got 11 seconds to go. On the outside right to Garcia with 9. Garcia to his left with 7. Cross court to Baker. Into the lane. Flips it down low to Mickey. Mickey with 2. Over to Nichols. Hook up. Opening quarter. Here in Gilchrist with the score. Rush 11. Valley 8. A 1-minute break on 1010 KSAR and KSAR.com. John Beltran back with Jen Goodall. Rush 11, Valley 8. This is a boys game from Gilchrist. The Brush Girls taking on the Valley Vikings in Brush. We'll have an update. Swami Paulacasa coming up when that first quarter is expired. Valley has the basketball first as we begin the second quarter. Jeremy Walker with the basketball, picks up the dribble at the top for Hubbard, guarded by Ben Mickey. Out there with Branson, Garcia, Rosenbrock, and Nichols. In the left corner, Chacon takes the three, and it's in and out, so the ball is tipped around, and here comes Branson, the other way. Rush on the outside right with the basketball, behind the three-point line, dribbles towards the top. Branson looking, swings it, cross court to Garcia, behind the three-point line, down low for Nichols in the lane, backs it out. Mickey, 16-footer, go. Now in a 4-0 run, with the Vikings by a score of 13-8. Carter, Chuck Holm the other way. Hands it off over there to Jeremy Walker. Walker with the basketball, looking and do it behind Chuck Holm in the backcourt. That'll be an over and back. Turnover number 5. Valley. You want your vehicle on auto, we're going to be able to make sure you take care of them. Purchase the best quality parts and accessories at great prices at your local Napa store, Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Branson the other way on the outside right to Mickey. Mickey with the basketball behind the three-point line. Picks up the triple on the top. Branson is open. Won't take the three. Now swings it on the right side to Mickey. Right baseline to Brown. Bounce pass to Mickey. Mickey to his left. Cross court. Over to Garcia on the outside left. Now at the top for Branson. He's cut off by a couple of defenders. Maintains the dribble. Garcia left wing. It's gone. And this became a run. Now the Beatniggers in a 7-0 run following their initial 9-0 run. And Rush now leads 15-8. 6:32 to go in the second quarter. On the outside right, Hubbard against Mickey. Hubbard with the basketball, dribbling into the lane. Lee back it out to Uribe. Dribbles right baseline. Little pull up at the round and no good. And the ball is slipped out of bounds at a shot of the Valley Vikings and Andrew Lane. And for Valley, your one-stop center for home improvement projects, Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Rush. Flooring, paint, screws, appliances, and more. Ackley Building Center, once again, 1402 Mill Street in Rush. Branson with the basketball for the Beatniggers, coaching in the offense. Branson dribbling to his right, the defense sacks. On the outside left of Mickey. At the top of Branson. Branson to his right. On the high right now for Garcia. He takes a long three. In and out. It was halfway down. The long rebound is taken by Carter. Chuck Holmes. The Beatniggers up by 8. Hubbard with the basketball at the top in the right corner. Wide open. Reams three is up and off the back of the rim. And Garcia has the rebound for the Beatniggers. That's his first. Garcia pressured in the backcourt. Ball on the timeline. And you can really hear the support of the Beatniggers crowd. And now the Beatniggers are on a 9-0 run. Their second 9-0 run of the game. They lead 18-8. 5:28 to go before the break. With the basketball, is covered on the high right, picked up by Mickey. The other stop for Walker. Walker against Garcia. With the basketball on the outside right is Green. Green started by Branson. Now covered. He'll take the three, but we have a whistle. And that's going to be an illegal screen set over there by Andrew Lane. That'll be a second foul. That's the team sixth turnover, Beatniggers basketball. And right now the home defense is outstanding.
I was on the 24 and right now we have the second physical foul in the foul. After what happened, Vikings, I was on the 34 and
Valley 10-6 at the end of one in Rush. Jackson on the outside left for Rosenbrock. Dribbles left baseline. Wants to pull up, spins down over Branson. And then he was fouled and you're going to put a shot in the lane. Blake Branson will go to the line. And the foul was committed by Jeremy Walker.
That was number 13, Jeremy Walker. Jeremy's first personal foul, 14 foul.
Right.
Let's see if they're going to 20 the line now.
They would have gone to man already.
And it's technically a
two-shot foul.
Run. You did a break that. Then it takes. Well, but Branson just made 2 free throws, and now it's an 11-0 run after the opening 9-0 run the Beatniggers had after they trailed 2-0. 20-8 Rush, 4:53 to go before the break. Carter Stepper with the basketball. The outside ball picked up by Rosenbrock. Spinning on Rosenbrock. Pass intercepted by Kyle Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock, a 4-on-3, middle of the lane. Right baseline, Garcia. 4 shots around it, no good. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. It's off Jacobson. Only 3 turnovers. The 11 minutes game of the opening quarter. And Jeremy Walker to throw it in. Fort Valley beating their pressure the backcourt to Chacon back to Walker. And now Baker will sag as Walker will cross midcourt with the Vikings down by 12 with 4.5 minutes to go before halftime. Walker against Baker picks up the dribble. The other top team, Chacon. On the outside left to Reeves, guarded by Cranston. At the top for Walker. Walker dribbles into the lane. Left wing, the Reeves 3 in the air. Good. That's the third triple of the game. That stops an 11-0 run. Rush 20, Valley 11. There's 4:06 to go before the break. On the outside right, Baker with the basketball. Dribbles to his left, into the lane, all the way, scoops it up wildly. Was the ball touched? No, he just threw it essentially out of bounds in a wild miss. It'll be Valley basketball. B&B Appliance carries a full line of in-stock and ready to be delivered full appliances with a world moving towards more green energy. Time for you to recycle the old and get it with the new appliances, that is, a B&B Appliance. At the top of the basketball is Chacon. Chacon against Rosenbrock. On the outside right, the free by Walker's up and off to the right. And the ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Rosenbrock to Baker, who is wide open. He'll lay it up and in. Rosenbrock is by Baker. Baker now with 9 points in the game. Rush 22, Valley 11. With 3:26 to go, second quarter. The other way, here comes Jeremy Walker, guarded by Baker on the high right. Drew Hubbard with the basketball against Ken Mickey. Back to his left, at the top shot corner, the outside left. Long three by Walker is short. And the rebound taken by Hubbard. He goes up, and that's a shot by Walker. And down, chases down the Vikings. And then the game, Jake Brown is back in. And to throw it in will be Drew Hubbard in the far corner. The B-Diggers up by 11, 22 to 11. With 3:09 to go, the bounce pass into Walker against Baker. Retreating towards the timeline. Walker bounce pass left to the free throw line. Back on the outside right to Walker. Now the straightaway Reams three is up and in and out and rebounded by Jake Brown. Nearly made another three on the outlet to Baker. Baker at the top, running the free throw line. Back out to Brown off his right hand out of bounds. The B-Diggers commit their first quarter of the game. They're Hayden deeper into the game for Valley. Shot ball the other way against Rosenbrock on the outside right. Hubbard dribbles right baseline all the way. He bumps into Nichols, and it's going to be a two-shot foul if he misses. As the B-Diggers will run the 2 times in the opening half or late on each one.
Second personal foul.
And to the line. It's going to be Drew Hubbard. Hubbard hit a three-pointer in the opening quarter. Free throws in the air, and that's perfect for Drew Hubbard. Run by as many as 12. It was a 1-8 game, and David Simonson checks in for the Vikings. Second free throw is in the air, and that is in as well. Rush 22, Valley 13. They apply the pressure. Backcourt back to Baker. Baker picks up by Hubbard. Baker still in the backcourt across the timeline. Baker top of the key on the outside left to Branson. Branson with the basketball. Spins it back out to Brown. Brown near the top for Baker. On the high left to Francis. B-Diggers now being very patient with this possession. Rosenbrock with the basketball. Dribbling to his left. Over to Cranston, and we've got a traveling violation on Cranston. Instead of 5 turnovers against the B-Diggers.
Well, Valley went into a man-to-man on that possession. And reverse and reset.
In the backcourt with the basketball, Simonson over to Chacon, out of Walker. Walker and Baker. To get it across, they do to Simonson for 3-on-2. Simonson, long trip. The B-Diggers had a big lead of 12. It's now cut in half, 22-16 Rush. With a minute 50 to go before the break. Branson crosses the sideline, left to the free throw line, all the way, bounces it to Rosenbrock, who scores off the glass. So that was by Branson. Rosenbrock now with 4, minute 38 to go. Rush 24, Valley 16. Walker the other way for the Vikings on the high right to Drew Reams, guarded by Nichols. Perhaps looking for a pick. Has got rid of the ball. Cross-court pass down there to Chacon. Has a block by Baker from the high. Branson with the basketball. B-Diggers go by 10. Long pass to Brown. He dribbles. He bangs. He scores. He blocked it for Brown on 30-second timeout. Ball on the Vikings for the B-Diggers lead. That crowd is very loud around us and behind us. We're doing our best to make sure we transmit as effectively as possible, but the one thing that's been very effective for people is the transition offense when they have to stop the force. Once again, a minute 16 to go in the opening half. And the 26 Hometown German. The Beatnickers with Rosenbach, Mason, Franson, Nichols, and Brown. You've got Hubbard, Reeves, Simonson, Walker, and Carter Chacon with the basketball for the Vikings. With a minute 8 to go on the outside right is Hubbard against Nichols. At the top for Simonson on the outside left for Chacon, guarded by Rosenbach. Looks at the top, beats Walker. We're under a minute to go. Gets a pick from Reeves, dribbles to his right. Randy Baker cuts him up very nicely. On the high right, Simonson against Brown, to his left. At the top for Hubbard, fakes it for dribbles left of the lane, all the way up the glass of it. And we have a timeout call by the Beatnickers, brought to you by Icon and State Farm Insurance. 30-second timeout, home auto, life and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. 842-4555 with 41.8 seconds to go before the break. And the Beatnickers lead the Valley Vikings 26-18. We'll have an update coming up momentarily in the girls' game as well. The Lady Beatnickers were leading going into the second quarter, 7-6 in Brush, as both the boys and girls teams are looking to stay unbeaten in the Patriot League. Brush at 2-0 and Valley at 0-2. Going into this game, but both those Valley losses, as we mentioned, very important. Franson will throw it in with backcourt pressure being applied. Franson looking, still looking. Over to Nichols in the corner, double team, bounce pass to Franson, underneath his own basket. Franson behind the back, nice job of getting it across the court. On the outside right to Rosenbach. 31 seconds to go before the break. Back out to Baker. Baker over to Franson. Franson looks to his left and finds Brown. Beatnickers looking to extend an 8-point lead. 26-18 is the score with 19 seconds to go before halftime. Franson just beyond midcourt. On the outside left to Rosenbach with 14. Not at Franson looking over the bench and over the clock now with 10. Franson with 9. To his left with 8. Dribbles left baseline with 6. Bounce pass is knocked away. Loose to the floor. Nichols has it. Throws it over towards Franson. Took it a while. That's a buzzer. The Beatnickers nearly committed a turnover. We have played 60 minutes of basketball. We're at halftime with a score. Brush 26. Valley 18 on 1010 KSLR. KSLR.com. Sean Beltran back with Jen Goodall from Gilchrist and Valley High School. Hopefully we've made enough adjustments here, and we'll sound a little bit clearer for the second half. Beatnickers leading 26-18. Your overall impressions, Jen, of the first half?
Well, I think the Valley Vikings are going to live and die by the street. That's kind of how they have their offense set up. They're kind of going straight across the free throw line and let the ball handler come down and just pass the ball to a wing, and then the person that was the ball handler going off the screen and running a little curl, or they're either setting the screen on the ball to get that three-point open shot.
Well, they have nailed 4 3-pointers in the opening half. The Beatnickers, once again, no surprise, led by Randy Baker with 9 points.
Mm-hmm. And we're defending it well for the most part. I mean, they're doing what we call hedging, so they're show and recover. It's what some people use also. They're jumping out, stopping the drill drive. You know, they're bumping off of screens, so they're talking these screens and trying to help their teammates through, or they're switching all together. So the Beatnickers are doing a good job of defending it.
Willow Tea and Smoothies and G Sweets Bakery offers cookies, muffins, and sweetbreads made fresh daily. Pair with your favorite coffees, latte, or smoothie flavors in your set. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 7 until 4. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies, 921 Edison Street in Brush. The Beatnickers begin the third with Jeffrey Dunker, who I don't think played after he committed that second foul. He sat out the final 12 and a half minutes out there with Cranston, Rosenbach, Baker, and Needens. Jeremy Walker, Drew Hubbard, Carter Chacon, Andrew Lane, and Drew Ream for Valley. And then Dunker throws an errant pass, but he gets the ball back. Dunker, middle of the lane, right corner, Needens. And the three is up and off the back of the rim. And the rebound into the hands of Drew Reams. On the outlet to Chacon. Chacon with the basketball on the front court on the outside right. Feeds over to Hubbard. Hubbard against Baker, looking towards the top, maintains the dribble. Hubbard against Baker, the outside left to Chacon. At the top now for Reams, dribbles to his left. Rosenbach cuts him off as he maintains the dribble, picks up the dribble, bounce past the lane at the free throw line, in the lane on Cranston. Then he lost the ball, got it back, feeds Reams. Reams in the lane's going to have to back it out near the timeline to Walker. Pete Diggers playing some solid defense here to begin the third quarter. Brush still leading 26-18 with the basketball. Walker maintains the dribble, cut up by Needhams, jump past the lane, right baseline, all the way, scoops it up off the bottom of the backboard, and Kyle Rosenbach comes away with the basketball for the Pete Diggers. Here's Cranston into the front court, left of the lane, in the lane, scoops it up and in. Oh, offensive foul. It does not count. Cranston commits the foul, and it nullifies the basket. And it's turnover number 6 for the Pete Diggers. Lady Pete Diggers leading 19-18 over Valley going into the third quarter. With the basketball, Chuck Corn on the outside right against Dunker. Dribbles right baseline by Dunker underneath the basket. Scoops it up and in off the glass. That's a rare time that Dunker gets the dribble.
They're going to go after him because he's got 2 fouls already.
26-20 Brush. 6:25 to go third quarter. Dunker right into the lane. Bounce pass over to Baker at the free throw line. Jump pass towards Cranston. Cranston behind the 3-point line. Left corner for Rosenbach. Back to Cranston at the free throw line. Dunker into the lane. Scoops it up and in. Dunker with a strong move. And the Pete Diggers now lead 28-20. 6:07 to go third quarter. Chuck home the other way for Valley. With the basketball on the outside right. Bounce pass down low for Lane. Poked out of bounds by Dunker. It'll stay with Valley. Accidents or illness can strike at any time, day or night, when they do every second counts. Colorado Plains Medical Center is a level 3 trauma center, that is, where expertise matters. Colorado Plains Medical Center. Walker with a basketball, spinning on Needhams on a high right to Lane. Lane motioning the offense over to Walker. Walker picked up by Needhams. Bounce pass to Chuck Horn. Now he's double teamed, and he dribbles out of traffic. Over to Walker. Walker with 5:38 to go third quarter. Brush by 8, 28-20. And then the ball was dribbled out of bounds by Walker, who might have been looking for a whistle because Rosenbach was guarding him very closely. Instead, it's Valley's 8th turnover of the game. And David Simonson checks in for Jeremy Walker. Pete Digger lineup tonight. This game started a little bit early, brought to you by Blodor and Lumber. BlodorandLumber.com. Browse the virtual showroom, view the current sales, and complete a credit application. Blodor and Lumber in Fort Morgan, 130 State Street. With a basketball, Tucker passing to the top to Baker. Baker guarded closely over there by Hubbard. Outside right to Needhams. Dribbles right baseline. Needhams from 10 is short, and the ball is tipped into the hands of Carter Chuckhorn of Valley. His third rebound. Long pass to Hubbard in the corner. Hubbard looking, double team. Bounce pass down low for Lane, and then Lane had the ball on the baseline, and that's a turnover for Valley. That'll be their 9th. Pete Digger basketball up by 8. And the Vikings will pressure in the backcourt as Baker will throw a baseball pass into Dunker. Dunker across the timeline. It's a 2-on-3. Down low for Rosenbach, and he bangs and scores. He got a defender in the air. And the Pete Diggers back up by 10, 30-20 as Brown and Garcia will check in after the next whistle. Into the front court. On the outside right with the basketball is Reams, guarded by Cranston. At the top for Hubbard. On the outside left for Chuck Horn, picked up by Dunker. Lob down low in Maine, wide open, and Lane scores off the glass. Andrew Lane scores for the first time in the game. The Pete Digger lead is that day, 30-22, 4:29 to go, and Baker was fouled by Drew Hubbard. At the top of the three-point circle, Hubbard commits his first foul. And Garcia and Brown are in for Needhams. And looks like Cranston will check out of the game. Garcia to throw it in, three-quarters court. In the backcourt to Dunker. Dunker with a basketball at the top. Crossover dribble, looking for a pick from Baker. Right corner for Rosenbach. Rosenbach to his left, bounce pass to Garcia, guarded by Reams in the right corner for Brown. Over to Dunker. Dunker in the lane, and he tries to put it up, and he misses. Rebound to Rosenbach, and he goes back up, and a little bit too strong, and the ball's into the hands of Chase Brown. Over to Baker. Baker fakes it away, 10-foot pull-up. Randy Baker scores. He's got 11 in the game. But rebounding really helped out the Pete Diggers there. Rush now in the lead by 10, 32-22, 3:53 to go third quarter. Chacon dribbling in the right corner against Dunker. Down low for Lane against Rosenbrock. Tied up by Baker. And the possession arrow looks like it stays with the Vikings.
Well, the Vikings are doing something a little different on this one. It seems like that they made it. They're not just setting the screen. Now they're starting to flip the screen and make it kind of a give-and-go look so they can get that bounce pass entry in for the points in paint.
To throw it in will be Hubbard. Bounce pass into Simonson, knocked away by Brown, and Brown picks it up underneath the basket. Third turnover in the quarter by Valley. Baker, long pass towards Rosenbrock off his right hand out of bounds, and Baker knew it. He put too much mustard on that one. 7 turnover by the Beat Diggers. Vikings basketball trailing by 10 with 3:40 remaining in the third. And Carter Chacon will bring it up for Valley. On the high left, Simonson guarded by Baker. Dribbles to his right for Hubbard. On the high right now for Walker. Picked up by Dunker. Gets a pick, but Garcia on the help defense will pick up Walker. Garcia sags a bit. Beat Diggers in a clear man-to-man right now. Hubbard to the basketball at the top towards Simonson. Brown tried for the steal. Missed it. Cross-court pass to Hubbard. Dribbles right baseline. He puts it up off the glass and in. Nice shot there by Drew Hubbard. He's got 9 points. He leads the Valley Vikings. The Beat Digger lead us down to 8. 32-24 inside of 3 minutes to go in the third. Garcia into the front court, right of the lane. Behind that three-point line. Maintains the dribble. The free throw line for Baker. Baker in the lane all the way. Scoots it up and around and no good, but he was out by Hubbard. And Baker nearly pulled that rabbit out of the hat. That was a tough shot that nearly went. And check it. Yep, it will be, should be Hubbard. I think for the 3-4s, they're going to be Hayden Kiefer instead. Yeah, no, it will be Hubbard. That was the initial call. And to the line is Randy Baker. Well, okay, they're going to say Hayden Kiefer instead. Now Baker to shoot two. I thought Hubbard committed.
I thought that too.
Randy Baker to shoot a deuce. You can put the Beat Diggers back up by double digits. The free throw is in and out. Second free throw coming up for Randy Baker. If you're tired of the same old lunch and dinner menu, switch it up and pick up something new from Hot and Cold Deli. Selection at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Great food at low prices. Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. Next free throw is good for Randy Baker. He's got 12. The Beat Diggers lead by 9. 33-24. 2:47 to go. Rosenbrock with a steal. Hits a defender in the air, and then Chacon falls on him. Let's see if it's going to be on the floor or if Rosenbrock gets 2 free throws off the steal because Rosenbrock tried to shoot it. And
he's laughing about it because actually he had a kid sitting on top of him and he threw it up.
Right, yeah, but it was clearly on the floor. There's no way he could shoot that. And Chacon commits his first foul. And into the game is Carlos Uribe for Valley. Garcia to throw it in. Garcia looking, still looking, got to get rid of it, and does on the outside right to Dunker. Dunker picked up there by Kiefer. Dunker at the top of the basketball to his right. Dunker crossover dribble in the lane. Looking, leaning, bounce pass to Rosenbrock, puts it up and he missed an easy one. And the rebound to Hayden Kiefer of Valley. His first board. Rosenbrock pressuring in the backcourt as Hubbard has the basketball over to Walker. Rush 33, Valley 24. 2:22 to go in the third. Walker on the outside left, over to Uribe. Bounce pass to the top for Hubbard, guarded by Dunker. To his left, Uribe fakes the three. That pass down low, tipped away by Brown. Can he save it in? And he does not. The ball is on the end line. Valley retains possession. Premier Farm Credit is still the lender of choice for America's farmers and ranchers. They understand and are passionate about agriculture. They're dedicated to serving American good times and bad. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending. And Andrew Lane will check into the game for Valley, replacing Hayden Kiefer. Like games that fly like this, a few fouls, and we're 46 minutes or about 50 minutes into the game. Start a little bit early. The bounce pass left baseline, intended for Chacon, intercepted by Dunker. Dunker to Baker, layup up and in. The Beat Diggers in transition again. And Baker has 5 points in the quarter, 14 of the game. Rush 35, Valley 24. A minute 55 to go in the third. Timeout, Valley. They'll take a full timeout, but we'll keep it right here. With the Beat Diggers up by 11. And Janet looks like Rush is just picking up in the second half where they left off in the first.
It does, and they're doing a good job of looking for each other. They're doing a good thing in the lane. They're shutting off. First they were shutting off the 3-point, then they were shutting off in the paint points. And now, if you notice, they haven't gotten any three-point shots off that I can recall in the third quarter. So they're doing a really good job of communicating and hedging. So they're showing and recovering. They're jumping out, showing, waiting for their other teammate to get back to their defender or to their person, and then they're backing off onto their own person. So they're doing a really, really good job of that tonight.
The Bay Diggers leading by 11 with 1:55 to go. And the Bay Diggers do go 9 or 10 deep, but it is clear now that even though last year you never know who's going to be the scoring leader, although Randy Baker, I think, ended up being the leading scorer, like averaging about 11 or 12 points a game, not a huge amount. He's certainly upped his total here, not only in the last 3 games, but into the 4th game, as he's got 14 points. And anytime they need a key basket, they can almost rely on Baker for that.
They can, but you still have to, because the other teams are going to notice that too, and so they're going to start to double and triple team him, so they got to be able to pass the ball around and rely on everybody else as well.
All right, to throw it in is Jeremy Walker from just behind midcourt for Valley, down by 11. The pass into Chuck Colon. Chuck Colon sets up the offense with the outside left for Walker, picked up by Garcia. Looking. Gets rid of it to Uribe. Uribe dribble to his right. Cross-court pass to Walker against Garcia. Crossover dribble, left of the lane, and he leads, he shoots, and he scores. Nice move by Walker. Walker now with Lloyd, got every part of the rim. Baker, front court to Brown, cross-court to Dunker. Right corner Garcia, and he traveled. Garcia commits brushes, 8 turnover. The Bay Diggers still have a 3-possession lead, 35-26, with 1:26 to go in the third. And Jeremy Walker to throw it in. In the backcourt to Chuck Colon, picked up by Dunker. Now back to Walker. Still in the backcourt. Cross-court pass is taken by Uribe. Over to Chuck Colon. Still hasn't crossed the timeline. Front court to Hubbard. On the outside left, the Walker 3 is going to be short. And Rosenbrock has a strong rebound. Outlet to Garcia. It's a 3-on-2. Over to Brown. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. And it looked like it was knocked out of bounds by Drew Hubbard. It will be Bay Digger basketball. Oh, there was a foul committed by Hubbard. That'll be his second.
Yeah, he took out Jake Brown on that one.
That'll be the 14th foul. The Bay Diggers with only 1 with 1:07 to go. Third quarter, Brush 35, Valley 26. Garcia in the left corner for Rosenbrock. Back out to Brown. Over to Garcia. Left of the lane. Into the lane. Scoops it down on Rosenbrock. Banks and scores. Garcia's made a couple of very nice passes tonight. Rosenbrock with 8. Bay Diggers back up by 11. 37-26. Steal by Rosenbrock. Banks and the foul. Hubbard, I believe, down from behind. And the Bay Diggers are up by a baker's dozen. 39-26 with 52.4 seconds to go in the third.
On that last play, Kyle made a great little backdoor cut. He was coming up to set a screen for Garcia and then just flipped the screen and made a backdoor cut. Garcia found him with the ball. And then he turns around and gets the steal right off the top of the pass inbound.
Well, the Bay Diggers are starting to take control of the game. And the free throw is up and in. Rosenbrock has 7 in the quarter, 11 in the game, 40-26. Running the baseline is Walker in the backcourt to Uribe. He's double teamed. Overhead pass is taken by Chuck Colon. It's a 2-on-2. Left baseline to Lane all the way. Leading shoot. Offensive foul. Positioning right there with Austin Garcia. For the last couple of games, it's been a nice job. He did that against Derek Kimball of Fort Morgan on Tuesday. And Valley has 7 turnovers in the quarter, doubling their first half total. And we still have 45.3 seconds remaining.
Well, and he was set that time. I mean, the rule has changed. It doesn't have to just be that you have to be set. He also took it square, so he figured out how to position himself.
Northeast Colorado's locally owned Hometown Savings and Loan, Equitable Savings and Loan in Fort Morgan and Brush with financial solutions for you. Equitable Savings and Loan. Baker near that right corner to Rosenbrock. Back out to Baker. We have 30 seconds to go in the third, and the Bay Diggers have their biggest advantage of 14. Baker on the outside right to Rosenbrock. Back to Baker. Right in the lane. Scoops it up off the glass. A little bit too strong. And the rebound to Chuck Colon and Jake Brown with a foul that was unnecessary in the backcourt. That's going to be the second team foul. And Brown knew it, by the way.
Yeah,
he should have done that.
Yep, he tapped his chest at my dad.
20.4 seconds to go. And David Simonson checks in for Carlos Uribe. And to throw it in will be Jeremy Walker. With the Bay Diggers applying the pressure. In the backcourt to Chuck Colon. Nearly stripped by Dunker over to Rosenbrock to Dunker to Baker. Banks and he misses the shot. Picked up by Brown. His baseline shot is an air ball. but Baker's got it. Baker lead shoots, and it's around and no good. Rosenbach tips it over to Garcia. 4 seconds to go. Garcia then traveled again. Wow, the Beat Diggers had a lot of opportunities there with lots of rebounds, but couldn't score the basket. 3.1 seconds to go. Walker to throw it into the backcourt. Over to Reeves. Now to Walker crossing midcourt. Puts up a flare, and that is no good off the glass, and we play 3 quarters with the score. Brush 40, Valley 26. A 1-minute break on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com. John Beltran, Jen Goodall. We are back in Gilchrist. And the Beat Diggers with a sizable lead, 40-26. Brush Girls lead at the end of 3. They're up 29-25. Brush basketball. Garcia throws it into Rosenbach. And the Beat Diggers will set up the offense. Dunker, Rosenbach, Garcia, Baker, and Brown. Down low for Baker. Fade, shoots, misses off the back of the rim. And Baker goes for the rebound and has it. Bounce pass to Rosenbach. Now to Brown. 3 in the air. In and out. Baker has another rebound. Baker, Rosenbach, makes and scores. Holy mahungus, the passing has been outstanding by the Beat Diggers. Rosenbach now has 13 points in the game. The Beat Diggers by 16. The 3 is off by Drew Reeves. And the rebound and putback is blocked over there by Brown as Andrew Lane took it. Here come the Beat Diggers the other way. Brown in the right corner, down low for Dunker in the lane. Dunker, fade, shoots, scores off the glass. Jeffrey Dunker. Jen, I'm telling you, Beat Diggers are playing very similar basketball to what they did last Friday night as Jake Brown comes up with a steal on the outside right. Baker, right baseline, lean, shoots, misses, and the ball is out of bounds off Chuck Cohen. I mean, they're forcing turnovers. This is what we saw when you were out last Friday recovering, where the Beat Diggers were just relentless on defense and throwing some outstanding passes when they had the shot, and that's why they've got a lot of easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's a good thing to see because I was a little worried about it for a few games there.
Dunker, right baseline, fading, shooting, scoring. Jeffrey Dunker. Dunker scores for the Beat Diggers again. He's got 4 in the quarter, 8 in the game. Brush leads by 20. 46-26 with 6:42 to go. Jeremy Walker with the basketball at the top, retreats towards the timeline. Well, what they're doing defensively.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Like right there, I just thought, Jeffrey was going to get a high pick put on him, and he went around it because Jake told him that there was going to be a pick, and so he was able to flip it.
There's a kick by Dunker. You realize they've got 26 points, Valley does, and they've committed 15 turnovers to make it 16, and a lot of that is because the Beat Diggers are pressuring this team.
They're up in the passing lanes. They're talking. They're sagging off on defense for help defense on the opposite side. They're doing a great job.
Pass to the backcourt to Chuck Cohen. Brush 46, Valley 26. 6:22 to go in the game on the outside of Simonson. Split by Baker. Baker's got Brown to his left. Baker to Brown. There's the layup by Jake Brown. And the Beat Diggers now exploding here in Gilchrist, leading 48-26. 6:06 to go in the game. Jump pass in the backcourt to Walker. Front court pass is taken by Simonson. Here is Hubbard at the top of the key for the free throw line. Strip from behind by Jeffrey Dunker. Dunker bounce pass to Rosenbach. Heads it up the ground. Lays it up. It's an easy one. And the rebound is controlled over there by Drew Hubbard. That could have been 50 for the Beaters. Here is Walker the other way. 3 in the air is up. And it's an air ball out of bounds. Beat Digger basketball with 5:45 to go in the game. And Brush leads 48-26. And right there, this Valley team, they've got talent, but the Beat Diggers are taking it to them right now.
Well, they haven't been that's the cleanest shot they've had at a 3 this whole quarter. Or actually in the third quarter, going into the fourth, that's the cleanest shot they've had.
Yeah, and the Beat Diggers take a little breather now as they lead 48-26. With 5:45 to go in the game. Jen, I think we're seeing a level of intensity. Again, and I'm telling you, this was illustrated what they did last Friday. We're seeing a level of intensity, especially in league play, that maybe we didn't see in some of the other games.
They know that this affects their seeding in the postseason, so they know that this is a little bit higher stakes coming into this. So I think that, losing those games was a good thing for them so that they could bring that intensity back up.
The Beat Diggers with a 48-26 advantage, 5:45 to go in the game. We are just shy of the top of the hour. I'm John Beltran with Jen Goodall. This is 1010 KSIR, Rush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. By the way, the Fort Morgan Mustangs playing on Morgan County's B106 right now. Part of a doubleheader against the Vista Peak Bison. And those games in Fort Morgan. Garcia, Needens, Rosenbrock, Brown, and Nichols for Brush. Uribe, Chacon, Hubbard, Hayden Kiefer, and Jeremy Walker for Valley. The throw is Garcia. Backcourt pass. Over to Rosenbrock, back to Garcia. Garcia for the Beat Diggers, crossing midcourt at the top of the three-point circle, into the lane, bodied up, no whistle, got hit in the eye, jump pass to Brown, lays it up and in. Wow. And the Beat Diggers, 10-0 run to begin the quarter, lead 50-26. On the outside left of the basketball is Uribe. At the top now is Hubbard. Hubbard with the basketball, back on the outside left to Reams. Reams looking, still looking. Dribbles left baseline, cut off by Needens. Bounce pass over to Uribe. Down low in the lane. Here is Kiefer. Whistle and a foul on the Beat Diggers. Jake Brown commits the foul. And that is his second. With 5:04 to go in the game, the Beat Diggers on a 10-0 run to begin the quarter, leading by 24. Hubbard throw it in. And we got a whistle. And another foul on Brown. Away from the basketball.
No, I think they had Jake Nichols on the last one instead of Jake Brown.
Right.
I think they were correcting it.
Thank you very much, Jen.
You're welcome. I was just watching the officials.
Thank you for being a team player.
Yeah, you know.
As you always are. And to throw it into the front court, swept away by Brown out of bounds. He nearly came up with a steal, and it would have been another two for the Beat Diggers. Valley will throw it in at midcourt. Just over 5 minutes to go in the game. And we're still waiting for an inbounds passer for the Vikings. It'll be through Hubbard. Hubbard to throw it in over to Jeremy Walker. Well, we could see the clearing of the benches momentarily at the free throw line for Kiefer. Jump pass out to Walker. Takes a long three, and that's short. And Jacob Nichols went for the rebound off his hand out of bounds.
You know, it's nice. The boys, our Beat Digger boys, are doing a good job. They're setting that pick on the high person, and the low bottom person, whoever's available, is flying out for that three to make sure that it's covered.
Hubbard to throw it in. Lobs it near the top to Walker. Walker against Needens. Dribbles right in the lane. Picks up the dribble. Jump pass to Uribe. Three in the air. It's in and out. And the rebound is controlled by Jacob Nichols of Brush. And we got a foul. Well, that'll be a 1-on-1 situation as Nichols was fouled in the back court. And he will go to the line. The foul was committed by Carter Chacon. That'll be a second. With all the baskets tonight, the Beat Diggers have shot only 6 free throws. This will be number 7. And the Nichols free throw is up and short. And the rebound on one bounce to Hubbard. That's his fourth. On the outlet to Chacon. 4:33 to go. Brush 50, Valley 26. At the top of the three-point circle. The outside right is Walker now. Walker with the basketball. Cross-court pass to Chacon against Needens. Dribbling left baseline. Dribbles by Needens, and we got a foul. Bryce Needens tied him up. That'll be the 14th foul against the Beat Diggers. And Needens commits his third personal. Yeah, this is when you don't want the fouls to be committed. The game is essentially over. Let's just play clean ball. As we've had a very quick game so far, but it can slow down with the fouls. Walker with the inbounds pass in the lane. Lean shoots, and he's fouled. As he misses, and to the line will be Jeremy Walker. Austin Garcia, or Bryce Needens, I believe, committed. Will be Garcia with his first foul of the game. And to the line, Jeremy Walker. Valley has 4 field goals in the entire half, and the free throw is up and around it, no good. Second free throw coming as the Vikings look to score their first point of this quarter, as the Beat Diggers have begun the quarter on a 10-0 run. Walker can stop that run with one made free throw. Walker bends, shoots, and connects. Brush 50, Valley 27. Garcia for the Beat Diggers into the front court with 4:15 to go. Fakes the free, dribbles into the lane all the way, scoops it up off the glass. Too strong, tip up and in by Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock has 15 points in the game. That's right, one more than Randy Baker. 4 minutes to go. Brush 52, Valley 27. The bounce pass to Lane against Nichols. Down low. Intended over there for Chacon. Knocked away by Rosenbrock and taken by Jake Brown. Here is Needhams. Needhams for the Beatniggers across the timeline. Top of the three-point circle. Not going to take the three. Swings it right side to Brown. Brown dribbles to his left in the lane. Jump pass, and there's a foul. Brown will go to the line. That'll be the 18th foul. As the foul was committed by Jeremy Walker. That is his second. And here come Baker, Mickey, and Cranston in for Rosenbrock, Neat, and I'm not sure the third one went out. Garcia, I believe, was the last one that went out.
You are correct, sir.
And they are clearing the bench here for Valley, so the Beatniggers will do the same here momentarily. As checking in is Jermaine Mendoza. Mendoza in there with Kane Salazar and Tyler Ellicott. Jake Brown to shoot the 1-and-1. That is up, and that's it. The Beatniggers have their biggest advantage, 53-27, with 3:41 to go in the game. Second free throw is up, and that's it. And Brown, more than likely, is done for the remainder of the game as the Beatniggers are up by 27. Jeffrey Dunker is back in. Simonson checks back in. Yeah, I'm thinking at some point here, Ken Garcia is going to motion Simmons and Guzman and Gutierrez.
Well, they're starting to take their warm-ups off here, so.
Simonson with the basketball against Baker. At the top now for Lane. Lobs it left baseline, and the shot is up from 15 feet in an air ball. And Baker has it for the Beatniggers as the shot was missed over there by Ellicott. Here comes Dunker into the front court. Dunker dribbles right in the lane all the way, scoops it to Mickey. Mickey to his right at the free throw line, back out to Nichols on the right baseline. Little six-footers up and short. He had too much time to think about it. But the Cranston gets the rebound, and then the ball is thrown away or thought Valley. Beatnigger basketball. And to throw it will be Baker, three-quarters court with 3:09 to go, up by 27. Baker lobs it at the top for Mickey. Mickey to Baker, the left corner for Cranston. Cranston back out to Baker. Picks up the dribble on the high left for Cranston. Cranston with under 3 minutes to go and brush up 54-27. Spins over to Nichols in the corner. Lobs it down low for Mickey. Double team, scoops it up and he misses. And then the ball is tipped out to David Simonson. The Vikings the other way with 2:45 to go in the game on the outside right. Penetrating is Mendoza. He's fouled. And that'll be the 16th foul. Get two shots, so it was a shot that he missed, even though it looked like he was fouled on the floor. Beatnicker foul was committed by Jacob Nichols. That'll be his third. Here come Guzman, Simmons, and Clay Shaver. Clay Shaver will check in. Okay, I don't have him on the normal roster. Free throw by Mendoza's in the air. That's short. Shaver wearing number 42 for the Beatniggers. Second free throw coming up for Mendoza. That is in the air, and that's off to the right, and the rebound is controlled by Ben Mickey across. That's his second board. On the outlet to Cranston. Cranston crosses the timeline. Looking, bounce pass on the outside right to Simmons. Simmons dribbles to his right, double team, bodied up, bounce pass to Mickey in the corner. Mickey's double team, jump pass inside, tipped away, and it's intercepted by the Vikings. Long pass into Simonson, left baseline for Lane. Lane in the lane, backs it out. Here's the Mendoza shot, up and good. Inside the 3-point line for Mendoza. Rush 54, Valley 29. They'll pressure in the backcourt with 2:08 to go. Cranston nearly fouled by Lane, crosses the timeline on the outside left. Some contact over there, no whistle. Cranston maintains the dribble. We've got 2 minutes to go in the game. There's the foul by Lane. That'll be the team's 9th foul, 1-and-1 situation for Cranston. And for Lane, that'll be his third personal.
Well, the best thing that Fresh Beatniggers can do is stay out of the corners, stay in the middle of the court, and keep the ball moving before the trap is set.
And
to throw it in, or check that for a free throw, is Trey Cranston, the 1-1. And the free throw is up, and that is well off the back of the rim. Missed it badly. The rebound controlled by Ellicott. On the long pass all the way to Simonson, and that is going to be an offensive foul. He ran right into Grayson Simmons. That's a big difference in this game. 20 turnovers for Valley, 10 for Brush.
Well, Valley's going to apply, it looks like a man-to-man straight press.
Simmons to Cranston. Cranston crossing the timeline easily. He's got a 3-on-3 jump pass over to Shaver. Off the ground, it's Clay Shaver for 2. Brush 56, Valley 29. A minute 40 to go in the game. But the other way for the Vikings. Bounce pass to Simonson. Simonson to his left, guarded by Simmons. Jump pass. Taken over there by Salazar. Now the 3 is up by Simonson. Short, but the rebound is controlled by Hayden Kiefer. Now that 3 is off the glass and in by Salazar. 56-32 Brush. We have a minute 17 to go from Gilchrist. Cranston crossing midcourt, hands it off to Guzman. Guzman to his right, dribbles into the lane. Now nearly tripped up. He's got the ball, still got it. Lean, shoots, score! Off the glass. That's Nico Guzman. The Beatnikers yet have another player in the scoring column. 1 minute to go. Brush 58, Valley 32. Into the front corner is Mendoza. The high right to Simonson, picked up by Simmons. In the right corner is Ellicott. Pass to Mendoza. He'll pull up for a 3. It's a short, and the rebound is controlled by Clay Shaver. His first pull. The outlet to Cranston. Down to 43 seconds remaining from Valley High School. Cranston with the basketball, picked up by Ellicott. The outside right, the bounce pass to Mickey. Mickey crossover dribble into the lane. Mickey fades, shoots, and it's short. And the rebound to Mendoza. That's his first. 28 seconds remaining. Mendoza jump pass to Salazar on the outside right to Simonson. Down low. Here is Kiefer on the right baseline underneath the basket. And then that pass is intercepted by Guzman. Guzman a 2-on-1 all the way. Scoops it up and short. And the rebound to Simmons. He banks. And he missed it. And then the rebound is controlled by Hayden Kiefer. Here comes Valley the other way. We've got 9 seconds to go. Mendoza into the lane. Lean shoots. And he misses. Clay Shaver's got the rebound. He's fouled with 3 points. Bonus situation as Clay Shaver will go to the line. And he'll have an opportunity to tack on 2 more as Mendoza committed the foul for the Vikings.
That's his first personal foul. He did it in the double bonus, number 42.
So 2 free throws coming up for Clay Shaver. And the first free throw is up and off to the right. Second free throw upcoming. That is up, and that is off the bottom of the net. Essentially an air ball. So we have 3.8 seconds to go. And the ball is inbounded to Simonson. Simonson with a couple of dribbles, a long 3 off the rim. And the Brush Beatnikers have come to Gilchrist and defeated the Valley Vikings tonight by a score of 58-32. Brush 58, Valley 32. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're back in 2 minutes as we'll wrap it up after this on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Jen Goodall back from Gilchrist High School, Valley High School, Gilchrist, I should say. Beatniker postgame show brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is the tough part nowadays. But when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust you'll get the building you want when you want it, and at the quality you deserve. Start your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design as the Beatnikers win the game tonight by a score of 58-32. Brush led 11-8 after 1. 26-18 at the break, and then outscored Valley 14-8 in the third and 18-6 in the fourth. They had a 9-0 run and a 10-0 run, then another 10-0 run to begin the fourth quarter. Beatnikers tonight, the visiting team led by Kyle Rosenbach with 15 points, 14 for Randy Baker, 8 points apiece for Jake Brown and Jeffrey Dunker, and then Austin Garcia had 2 points apiece for Ben Mickey, Nico Guzman, Jacob Nichols, and Clay Shaver, as the Beatnikers had 9 in the scoring column tonight. Valley got 9 points from Drew Hubbard, as well as 5 apiece from Jeremy Walker and Carter Chacon. 3 points by David Simonson, Drew Reams, and Kane Salazar, and 2 apiece from Jermaine Mendoza and Andrew Lane. B-Diggers out-rebounded the Vikings 25-17. Rosenbrock had 6 for Brush, and Chacon and Hubbard at 4 apiece for Valley. At the line, the B-Diggers were just over 50% at 7 out of 12. Valley 3 out of 6. 21 turnovers in the game unofficially for Valley, and only 10 for Brush. And when you only have 10 turnovers, and they had 8 last Friday night against Strasburg, how can you lose? How can you not win big? Which is what the B-Diggers have done in all 3 Patriot League games, Jen, they played all season.
You know, the rebounding is the most important thing in a game, I think, because if you have that possession, that helps you defensively, offensively, all the way around in every game. The other thing, I really like the fact that they were so smothering and working so hard together. I mean, I haven't seen them doing that show and recover for a while, and tonight I think was their best effort at that, where you step out, you show when someone's getting a pick on them, they drove the lane, they step out, they have to go out further until your person, your teammate recovers, and then, you know, on the threes, the bottom person coming from the block was coming out to help out the person that was getting that high pick set on them for the open 3. I mean, they just did a really, really phenomenal job on that tonight.
Brush Girls had a tough game tonight, but they escaped defeating Valley at home 35-32. So the Brush Girls left the boys 3-0 in Patriot League. Both have extended their winning streaks at 4 games. Brush boys now, again, 3-0 in the league, 8-4 overall, while the Valley boys fall to 0-3 in league play, 4-8 on the season. Brush boys back in action on Tuesday night at home against the Eaton Reds. Our next boys game will be a week from today, and they'll be in Estes Park to take on the Bobcats. Our next B-Digger action will be on Tuesday night when the Brush Girls are on the road against the Eaton Reds, 7 o'clock right here on 1010, as well as KSIR.com. As we've been telling you throughout the course of the season, you can follow us on Twitter at KSIR Sports and on our Facebook page at 1010 KSIR Sports, quarter-by-quarter updates, and, of course, the final score as well of all the games that we do right here on the radio and the Internet. Outstanding job, as always, by our sound engineer and producer, Braden Godin. For Jen Goodall, I'm John Beltran. The final score, once again tonight from Valley High School. The Brush boys defeat Valley 58-32, all right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.